far as like aesthetics go and looks. Like everything was just so put together, so beautiful, and I was just like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. You know? Okay. So you start to fall in love with the fine dining aspect of it. Okay. Then you go to Clio. How was getting that job? Did you have to stage? Did you?
Yeah, it was like normal job. You go stage for a day or two, and then they basically, if
they like you or not.
Yeah, if they like you, you don't
basically
cut your
if
finger
the
off.
cooks like you.
Yeah, basically. And then they offer you a job, and then you work for nothing. And they give you like $20 at the end of the week.
Exactly, right? You're working for. I remember my paychecks were like $250 to $300.
Yeah, and then they give you like a 6-pack of PBR, and
then you're like, this is worth it.
Yeah. Yes.
How long did you stay at Clio?
I was just under a year.
Just under a year.
Yeah. And
okay.
I got frustrated because I wanted to make some money, so just got a job making a little bit more money.
Yeah. I
went to the Columbus Hospitality Group.
Okay.
I worked at a place called Ostra.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a seafood, boca, if you will.
Okay. All right.
But without like the tasted menu side.
Understood. So it's just really well done fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And then how long did that last before you were like, yo, I need to be,
It lasted like 2 years. 2.5 years, and then they moved me to. They had a steakhouse called Moo. Mm-hmm. It's like a modern steakhouse. It's like a Maple and Ash, but like maybe a little bit more refined.
Got you.
As far as stuff goes. Then I became the CDC there.
Okay.
I was there for almost a year.
And this crowning moment, like you become CDC, how big was that in your life?
It was pretty big because I had always been like a sous chef or the exec sous in these places, and then they kind of like. They give you a little wiggle room as far as, like, putting shit on the menu.
Yeah.
You obviously still have a guy to run it by, but it was pretty cool to, like, actually be more creative in my own right.
Got you.
Know what I mean?
Than having to deal with other people.
Yeah, to, like, because, you're a sous chef, it's like you come up with a special or a menu idea. It's like, it's never really yours because you're always tailoring it to the chef's liking because you want to push this onto the menu.
Yeah.
So you got to, like, finagle some things in that he's going to go for.
Got you. I used to have a friend who worked at a really famous 3-star, and he was like, bro, if you want to get anything on the menu, just throw some lovage on it at the end, and it's on there.
No, but seriously, it's shit like that. That's really how you got to think.
Yeah, man. For sure. Yeah. I know, man. That's what it would be for Costa. It's like, well, I guess we could just throw some beeswax on this thing, and maybe he'll buy it.
Like when I was at Ostra, like the chef owner, Jamie Romano, like he loved acid, loved citrus. So like if you wanted him to like anything, he just threw a bunch of fucking lemon juice in it. Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh yeah, this is great. That's funny. At this point, do you feel like you have a food identity, or do you feel like you're like kind of understanding what that is for you?
I think I'm just starting to understand it now and being comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Got you. Yeah.
I think we're slowly finding our own groove or our own path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's, not to skip ahead, but Temporis, you're in Chicago. You're dealing with some heavy hitters here.
Yeah, that's what it brought me out here. I was just like, basically I kind of got, not bored, but like, I'm like, if I don't do this now, because I'm getting older, I'm like, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to know, and I don't want to like, take a job later on down the line and always be wondering, could I have
it done? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what pushed me to move out here.
So after the CDC job, you moved out here.
Yeah. So
were you looking at Chicago? Have you come here before?
So I read about a restaurant opening called Grace.
Okay.
Curtis Duffy, and then I saw a couple magazine articles about him, and I saw his food, and I was just like, that's who I want to work for.
Okay.
So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. If I don't do it now, it's never gonna happen. I'm always gonna wonder.
Yeah.
So I told my girlfriend at the time, I said, look, I'm moving to Chicago on this date. You're either gonna come with me or not. So it took like 6 more months to kind of like convince her, and then she got on board, and then we moved out here.
Got you.
But I was trying to move directly from my job into Grace, but like the timeline didn't add up. I was having trouble getting a stage, or I could get a stage, but the dates didn't line up. So then I ended up getting a job at Royston, moving out here just to get out here.
Okay.
And then I had a stage at Grace later on down the line set up.
Heard. How'd you get the job at Royster?
A friend of mine that ate at Ostra put me in contact with Brochu, and then I just interviewed and
heard that
getting the job.
What I just went there last night. What station did you work?
So I got stuck to in prep. I was butchering chicken. So when he initially hired me, I was going to be like the dinner cook. So I'm like, all right. So I have to, me being management back home, I got to give fucking proper notice. So I gave a month's notice, and then so I missed the opening training date by like 2.5 weeks. So I tell chef, like, hey chef, I can't get out here until this date. So he's like, all right. It's like, sadly, I'm gonna have to move you to lunch when you get out of here. But it's, he's like, it's a brand new restaurant. You'll move up fast. And
yeah, exactly.
From there. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I get out here, and then there's no lunch. It's just prep. So I got for like 2 months. I was stuck doing prep and butchering 6 cases of chickens every day.
Yeah. Then you're like, fuck this. Bro.
But then my stage at Grace came up, and then luckily it went well, and they liked me, and they offered me a job, and then I just started working there. Got you.
What was Grace? How long were they open before you came?
So I was there 2 years up until it closed, and I think they were open 3 years before that.
Okay.
They were open like just over 5 years before they shut down, I think.
Got you. They had their Michelin stars already?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So when you get this job, where do you start out as?
I started on the crab station, so I have one dish. It's pretty complex, but like it's running around. And mind you, I've never worked in a Michelin star kitchen before. I've never dealt with like the modern techniques, like hydros and shit. So I don't know any of that shit.
Got you.
Like scared shitless.
Yeah.
So
every day that bubbling feeling in your stomach, like
yeah,
I'm gonna fucking get fired.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good feeling though. That's how you know you get better.
Totally.
Yeah. What was chef like to work with?
Chef was cool. I mean, he's super quiet, super reserved. I mean, he'd talk to you if you talked to him, but other than that, like it was all business.
Business, got you.
Fucking silent, like being in a church without mask going on.
Okay,
basically, you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah,
cleanest kitchen I ever worked in. It's crazy. We used to joke. We used to say we spent more time cleaning than we actually did cooking.
Yeah, that's usually the way it is at these 3-star. When they told me the Alinea schedule of cleaning, I'm like, you motherfuckers break down 4 times in one day? I'm like, y'all crazy, bro. I can't.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So you're working at Grace, and how you stayed there for 2 years, you said?
Yeah.
Right, until they closed. Why'd they close?
They got into a beef with ownership, and there was, I don't know, whatever.
Bullshit.
Yeah, dealings
Put
with
it that way.
So.
Heard.
Nobody really knows the actual.
Were you going to stay there if it hadn't closed, or were you already looking above the horizon?
I was looking above the horizon because they didn't have a management position. Now, mind you, I'm 37 when I went and worked there.
Okay, got you.
So, like, I literally, like, when I worked, I made $27,000 a year. I, like, literally, the job I left, it's not crazy, but was making $70K.
Yeah.
To go make fucking 27. So, like, you can only, at my age, I have a girl, we want to have a family, do normal adult shit. So, like, you can only make nothing for so long.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
There really was no management position available. So, when it closed, I ended up getting a sous chef job at Acadia.
Okay. How did that come about?
I just applied. Basically, I was looking for management jobs and
got you,
and fucking around seeing who was hiring, because I wanted to stay in a Michelin kitchen, but I had a certain amount of money I needed to make, you know what I mean? So
got you.
That played a role.
Who was the chef there at Acadia?
Ryan McCaskey.
Got you. How long you stay at Acadia?
Not long. It was like 5.5 months.
5.5 months.
I ended up getting fired.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why?
We just didn't get along.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Well, I mean, at this point, you're 37. You know what I mean, or and I get it for sure. I've had some cooks that are on the older side, and they already know. You know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to get them to like do what you want to do. So you got fired from there. Was that sort of like a big letdown for you? Were you down and out by it?
It was funny because like I knew it was coming because a friend of mine was like up McCaskey's ass and kind of like told me a couple things. So I kind of knew it was coming, but when it actually, like, it was supposed to happen a couple times and then it didn't, and then I was like, whatever, this is fucking. But I hated that fucking job.
Yeah,
I fucking hated it.
Okay.
But when it actually did happen, it was kind of like, it took me off guard, even though I knew it was coming and I didn't like working there and I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It kind of fucked me up a little bit, for sure. I think just...
That's a big shot, dude.
Just
it's
being
like
human.
Yeah.
But I think I landed all right in the long run. But, yeah, it was tough.
After that little period, you get fired, do you get a job right after? Or do you chill a little bit?
So
weigh your options.
So Chef Duffy actually hooked me up with a guy that ended up hiring me. He was going to open a boutique hotel in the West Loop that I was going to be his opening chef for.
I heard.
So I was in talks with that before I got fired. So that was kind of like in the works.
Okay. So you were already leaving Acadia regardless.
I was just looking for the right opportunity.
Heard that.
So, so once I did get fired, I met this guy Ray Lou, and then I was like, fuck, no, what am I going to do? And he's like, yeah, what are we going to do with you? So I went over to Fulton Market Kitchen and kind of just consulted for him for a little bit until the new place was going to open. But then things kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And then this opportunity here at Temporis came up, and I just told him, I said, hey, look, I can't be sitting wasting another year of my life doing nothing. And he was totally cool, totally understood. So he was like, yeah, you'd be stupid not to take this opportunity. So
got you.
That's
now
how I ended up here.
A little bit of history here. How long has this restaurant been open?
This restaurant, I think it's 4 years now.
4 years?
I've been here just over 2.
Just over 2.
2 years was June 29th.
Understood. So there was a chef here before you, obviously. Who was he?
His name was Donald.
Donald
Young. He was the second chef. There was a chef before him, but he initially got the Michelin star here.
Okay.
So he got it.
So you came in and there was a Michelin star.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I came in the last quarter of the second year, and luckily I got enough time under my belt where we could retain it.
Gotcha, yeah, because that was my other question. Usually when the chef leaves, they just
snatch it, and that's what we were super scared of.
Got you.
But luckily, I think we just had enough. We just had enough time for inspectors to come in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Luckily.
So you keep the star.
Yeah. Which was fucking incredible.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, I bet, dude.
Fucking out of hand. I mean, it's every cook's fucking dream.
Yeah, it's like the little culmination of your career.
Yeah, it's like dude, it's amazing. It's humbling and honoring and everything you could possibly think of.
Yeah. Was there a Michelin party? Did you go?
No, we got stuck working that day.
That's how it be.
Because honestly, they thought they were going to take it. So we were like,
we were not going to plan to close or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, how...
Because we were planning for the worst, basically.
Yeah,
like,
that would be bad if you close, like, we're going to win, and then you lose, and you're like, fuck.
Exactly.
All right. So, how many months after was that? Like 6 months? 5 months?
It was.
After you took over? That you then retained the star?
So I started in June.
Okay.
And then the guide came out September 28th, I think it was.
Okay, understood. Yeah. So you have your Michelin star, and do you, as of now, have grander plans for this place? As the menu evolved, I guess, from that time? Because you got your 2 stars, no?
What's that?
Did you get your 2 stars?
No. Okay. We're just 1 star.
I'm just looking at your two
Michelin
things over there.
I'm like, wait a minute. Both plaques up there.
It's all good. Yeah. Are you striving for that 2nd star? Is that a thing? Like, do you care?
I mean, I think we're definitely striving. I mean, we put our heads down and we work as hard as we can for as long as we can, and we try to elevate the menu and increase the experience as much as possible.
Got you.
We don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, it's not up to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would it be another dream come true? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would it be? Would be all be gracious and grateful for
yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's not an absolute letdown if you guys don't get the 2nd star. You're not like, oh, fuck.
No, absolutely not, because we're all living our fucking dream right now.
Exactly. I hear you.
Whether it's 1, 2, or 3, I mean, come on.
And who are your key players here?
So we're tiny. It's me and 3 other people. I'm sorry, 4 other people now. We have Will, he's our sous chef. Jacqueline is our pastry chef. This guy Andy's our other chef, and then we just hired another pastry assistant, Amanda.